Alright, hey zombie survivalists. This is a quickish video to get you thinking about utilizing what you're going to be having in, let's say, a survival kit, for example, beyond its first intention. Um, I did a video on lighters and how I use a Zippo, and Zippo requires you carrying lighter fluid with you because it's open to the air, the cotton can aerate and get dried out because of that, so you need lighter fuel. Now you may think, carrying a lot of fuel takes up space, weight, depending on what you carry, of course, it can be a burden that way. And, um, it's only being used for your lighter. Well, the lighter fuel I use happens to also say what other things it's good for, like removing labels, tar, grease, and oil stains. Now, you may not find yourself in a situation where that really matters in terms of zombie survival during an outbreak, but then again, you might. You may need to cut through some grease or some oil to clean something, clean it off, to either re-grease it, re-oil it, whatever, to make it work again. And if that's all you have, the sense between you and having something work versus not working, it's nice to know that you have that on hand, which you may not have known, let's say. So, a big thing with survival is utilizing tools, supplies, the area around you in ways you may not have thought of at first, beyond their first intention. So that's one example. Another example would be sodas. Certain colas are good at cutting through stuff to clean as well. Um, Again, you could drink that, but it's also good to know that in a pinch you have something that can do this. Now, other good cleaners that are besides from lighter fuel, it's also like the barbecue lighter fluid to light up the briquettes. You have gasoline, kerosene, I believe, cleans. Brake fluid cleans. Um, Nail polish remover, paint thinner, stuff like that can clean. You have to be careful though; they can be really abrasive. They can actually start damaging like plastics and foam and stuff. So before you risk your life at it, do a little experimentation. If, at the very least, know that okay, this lighter fuel will eat through styrofoam or plastic or whatever, but this won't, or whatever, and whatever works best for you is what you should take. Like if you don't mind it eating through certain things, then take that. But if you need it not to eat through that because you have a significant amount of plastic items that you're relying on, you may not want to take that. So don't want this video to be too long. It's just a little update to get you thinking. Um, you have to improvise a lot in survival. Remember, society is broken down. You may be in your house during the zombie outbreak or when it's in full force, but chances are power isn't going to be working or sporadic. You're not going to have access to comfort items. You're not going to be able to just go out to the store to pick up new supplies. You got to utilize what you have on hand, for insulation, for food, for shelter, for repair and medical attention, let's say, outside of its normal use, without, of course, risking safety, risking the supply itself. Like if something's for first aid or for water purification, I would leave it at that and not utilize it elsewhere. But lighter fuel, you know, aside from also helping start a fire, let's say, because it is flammable, can be good for your lighter and for cleaning things. Now, a lot of these cleaners, not a lot of these, I should say, but like a lot of the ones I mentioned, lighter fluid, the lighter fuel here, gasoline, kerosene, paint thinners, are flammable. So you do have to be careful. Realize what's flammable, what's not before you start storing it near certain things. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say in this video. I just start to think about what you have. A good exercise in doing this is look at a car, any car. Look at it as a car that you can't use, nobody can use. It's just there. It's broken down. Let's say will not run. How can you scavenge parts out of it to help you in a survival situation? When you start thinking like that with the car, then you can use it towards other things, towards items that you have in your house, let's say. And that can really mean the difference between life and death in any survival situation, and a zombie survival situation is no different, especially considering you're going to, in most cases, I would say 95% of all theoretical ideas you may have in your head of a zombie outbreak, you're going to be in a modern environment, at work, um, maybe on vacation somewhere, which could be really one of the big cases in which you're not um, directly in a modern environment, but you can be at work, out somewhere, or at home. And in most of these cases, you're going to be somewhere in a modern society, a modern technology type of setting. So knowing what you have on hand and how to utilize it outside of its first intentions is important. So that's all on that. Remember, the key to zombie survival is being prepared and having a plan. So prepare yourself, make a plan for an outbreak, and stay safe. Take care.